You might think that the breakup has solidified the fact that your ex wants nothing to do with you ever again and she hates your guts, but that's not the case. In this video, you're going to understand the game that your ex plays when they actually want you back. So by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why they're playing games, what you can do about it, and you'll know how to maneuver so you're not going crazy in your head and totally confused. You're going through a lot of emotional pain and hurt, and then now your ex is doing this and you think it means something else and you get totally confused.
And one of the ways they do that is by flaking on you. You know, they call you up and everything, the hey big head, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And you do what you're supposed to, you know, get the STD going. You know, so now you got the date set up. Murphy's Bar over on 8 Mile Road at 7 o'clock. And what does she do? She calls you up an hour before the date.
An hour before.
You know, and quite often, I mean, I know a lot of girls that do this on purpose. They'll call you up before the date just to see how you're gonna react by flaking on you, telling you, oh, I can't make it today. I gotta pick up my daughter from the daycare because the dad, something happened to the dad, and she ain't even got a kid. All right. She wants to see how you're gonna react. You know, you got flaked on, and you're pissed off now, and you're just like, oh, we had a date going on. Isn't that my time is valuable? Right concept, but you got, you know, wrong way of doing it, you guys. You can't sit there and get mad and argue and throw these tantrums. Why? Because it's a test, and the moment you start doing that, you failed the test.
I bought this suit from the Salvation Army, and I got it tailored and dry cleaned just for this occasion, and you're gonna flake out on me, Amber? I hate you. You don't want to handle it like that.
You gotta be cool. You gotta handle it chill. I mean, you gotta, you know, you can be firm about it, be straightforward about it. You know, don't beat around the bush and be like, oh baby, it's okay. You can pick up your kids from the daycare because your baby dad can't do it. You're not gonna get any good results doing it that way. I mean, what's gonna happen is she's probably gonna do it again. Why? Because you gotta set the tone, you guys. You can't set the tone and let her be the one walking all over you from the beginning. You know, you guys are back together, and now first thing she does is she kind of like kicks you in your butt, you know what I'm saying, and grabs your balls, you know what I'm saying. Like you gotta set the tone, let her know, like, hey, yo, we had plans, you know. I'm not with that, you know, my time's valuable, I can't be doing that. If we're gonna set a date, you know, we gotta set a date. You know, you gotta, you know, be cool about it, you know, be a little charming, you know, fun with it, but you gotta be firm. You know, you can't even don't even give her enough room to kind of do the whole oh, I'm sorry, I'll do it next time. You just gotta be like straightforward, firm, but at the same time, like, you can't be having the smoke blowing out your ears, all pissed off, like, you know, like you about to hurt her or kill her, because then you've just failed the date. Now she's backing up because she's scared, and you're that same guy that you were when the breakup occurred, getting all mad, needy, and, you know, you crying one minute, and cussing her out the next minute. So another game that your ex might play when they want you back is they might even just leave you on red. You know, you send a text message to them, and the thing is, like, most people, they hate being ignored. I get it. But when she sent you a text message, you respond back within like 3 seconds. It was like, I know she has her phone on her. I know she has her phone on. And then, you know, she grabs her phone, she reads it, and she doesn't respond back. And now you're over here mad, pacing back and forth in your house, and you're like, man, how come she ain't responded back? How come she didn't respond back to my text? I know she read it. I know she just read my text. And then you start, you know, blowing her phone up and sending message after message because you know she's right there by her phone. Now you're double texting, and now you're coming off as like a little needy, soft cake boy. The same cake boy that was blowing up her phone during the breakup with those quick thumbs, moving at 100 miles per hour, telling her how much you're sorry and how much you love her and all that stuff. And that's doing nothing but completely turning her off and making her back away.
People have lives. Sometimes she'll forget to text you back. It happens. I do it. I forget to text people back all the time, forget to call people back. It happens. But this may be a situation where she's doing it to see a reaction. She wants to play little games. And how do you handle games? How do you handle games when you were 18 years old and your little brother was 9? Like, man, get your little punk ass away from me. You don't deal with, that's my little brother acting stupid. You don't deal with games. You just play above it. You set yourself, say, I see what that's about. Maybe she got it, maybe she didn't, maybe she read it and didn't bother to respond. Who cares? Because you have other things going on that's bigger and better than your ex to worry about little minuscule stuff about if she didn't text you back right away or 30 minutes. She used to text me back within 30 minutes and she always used to leave. Like I remember my ex, when we first met, every text message she used to send had an emoji, a heart, a smiley face or something, and then towards the end it was nothing like that. So you see that type of behavior from your ex. Like, she used to send all types of gifs and emojis and memes and stuff and voice messages, and now she's not doing anything like that. I don't know what's going on. She's different. She wants to see how you're gonna react. You play past it. Now, at the same time, if you leave something, say, hey, look, you've been in constant contact. Say, look, this Friday, let's, I want you to come over to my place. We can kick it. I'll make some lasagna, and you can bring you can bring a couple bottles of cab over, and we can, kick it and have a good time. And if she leaves you on red, that's disrespectful. It's not saying anything mundane about the weather, and she just leaves you on red and doesn't bother to respond. This is a situation where you're asking something of importance and she doesn't bother to respond. That's a clear message. Or if she decides to get back with you, it's Saturday, and she decides to get back with you and you texted her about meeting up on Friday, that's disrespectful. And like we said earlier, don't be afraid to call her out on that.
So another game that your ex plays when she wants you back is she's gonna start mentioning other men, and she's gonna start throwing that test at you again, playing this little game to see how you're gonna react. Gonna start poking at the dragon to see what you do. I was out with Connor and I seen my friend Tarquavion, and I sat down with both of them, and had drinks with the two of them, and we ended up dancing together and everything, and one on each side, just having a good time, going back and forth. They were such gentlemen and so nice to me, and you over here like Connor and Tarquavion. Man, not Tarquavion, not Connor. Because you know their
lip is quivering.
They're the bad boys in town. You got Connor with his blue Mustang and everything, and you just like you panicking. You having a panic attack now because these guys are known for pulling these dimes, and even though your girl is only a 6.5, like you still worried that he's about to pull her. So now you're going crazy. But at the end of the day, all there really was a test to kind of see how you're gonna react. If you're gonna be the old Connor from back during the breakup, getting jealous and insecure about a guy that she literally just met, a guy that has no type of value over you, but you're letting it get to you. You're letting him get in your head. Some guy you don't even know nothing about, doesn't know what you know, isn't as cool as you are. You're letting that dude get in your head, living there rent free.
Right. Or a guy that's not even real. It could be made up.
They do that often.
She could just say, I met Connor and Tarquavion, and I rode in Tarquavion's Hellcat. It's not even real. She could be making these people up because she wants to see how you're going to react, and she wants to get in your head because she wants to turn the tables on the relationship, because you've gone no contact and you're in the wind, and so now she realizes that she has a loss of control. She doesn't know where you stand, and now those chips that were on her end are gone now, and you have the leverage now. So she wants to do anything she can do to regain that leverage, and she's gonna play little games. But you have to understand that, look, your ex may be coming across very unattractive to you playing these little games, and this is why we say go no contact, because during a breakup, you're going to reveal a lot of things about yourself that are totally unsavory. And when you go no contact, you allow yourself a chance to pull back from that and wipe the slate clean. But what it also does, it provokes something in your ex that may be unsavory. And she may start to play in the mud, and she may be manipulative, and it's bringing something out of your ex that you don't like. So now you can look at this from an objective standpoint and say, I don't like how she's responding right now. Yeah, I'm starting to date a little bit more. It's been 4 months since we reached out, since the breakup, and she's manipulating me. She's playing these little games on Instagram, and she's talking about men that I know she's not even dating. I don't like this side of them. So now you can look at things from an objective point of view. But before, you couldn't do that because you had a one-track mind, and it was all about getting your ex back. But now you've been able to pull back from that. You can look at this in totality and say, wow, you know what? I'm not feeling this. Or I see what she's trying to do, and it's cute. It's funny. She just wants me back.
So another game that your ex might play is the whole social media game. We all know how that goes. She's going to read all your stories. She might even hit the like button, and just kind of test the waters. And she's going to let you know that she's in your world and everything, and she's going to wait for you to contact her. she's gonna play that I'm not budging game and be, she'll be a little stubborn or whatnot. And even though inside she's really like missing you, but she's just kind of being a little stubborn. She's heartbroken, crying her eyes out, and she's really looking through your Instagram because she misses you.
That's a very devious and nefarious thing that Instagram does. Every other thing that they have on there, like regular posts in your feed, anybody can look at that, and you don't know who's looking at it. They don't tell you who's looking, but the stories though, you can see who looked at the stories.
Stories are snitches.
That is devious. So when you're going through that, because you're gonna look, if you have 17 people who've seen your stuff, you might just take a cursory glance, just take a look at it, and then you see your ex is looking at it. Like you go to the next part of your story, and she looked again, she's down there again, you look again, down there again. You're like, yo, what's up, man? And you probably had a good day. Like, man, I had a good day. Today I didn't even think about her. Finally, I've been thinking about her for the last 7 weeks, and then today I didn't even think about her. And now she's on all of my stories.
She messed it up now. Now I'm thinking.
Damn it. And it messes with you. We're not gonna sit here and say that I wouldn't be feeling some type of way about that. Like, why is she looking at my stories when she was just totally in the wind the last couple of weeks, and now she's just peeping everything. She's not even liking it. She's not even responding. She's just looking at it. And what does that even mean?
That's kind of why we say, man, you shouldn't even be on social media unless your mind is completely like right. Unless you're solid and you know you can deal with like her name popping up or seeing her pictures pop up or whatnot. Because if not, it's just gonna completely like scramble your brain and just like screw you mentally.
And another game that your ex is gonna play during the breakup is when you guys are actually hooking up. There's a lot of situations where, look, you go on no contact, or after the initial breakup, you guys are still having that breakup sex, and it's just that weird purgatory place where you don't really know what's gonna happen, but you guys are still hooking up late night and whatnot, doing your thing. And she's playing a game of hot and cold. One moment is hot and heavy, it's passionate. She's cuddling next to you, waking up, you're going to get breakfast, going to get brunch, and you guys are holding hands, and it's just like it was back previously a couple weeks ago before the breakup. And the next thing you say, hey, you text her the next day, say, I had a great time last night, and let's, what are you doing tonight? Maybe we can go grab dinner or something like that, or go catch a movie. And she doesn't even respond. That plays on your psychology on a deep level, because you're thinking, man, we're probably gonna get back together. You're talking to your friends like, yeah, Nicole was over my place last night. It was just like old times again. It's probably only a matter of time for us to get back together. And then you hit her up and she doesn't even respond. And then she starts looking at your stories for the next 8 days in a row. And she just left you on red. So you're twisted out because you're feeling that dopamine from the sex and the cuddles and all of that, and the euphoria from being around her again. And then she's just in the wind. And then she hits you up a week later talking about, hey, I can't wait I want to see you tonight, and what are you doing right now? I'm coming over. I'm in your neighborhood. And you're like, yo, I don't understand. What's happening? So you always have to be that ground wire to say, never get too high and never get too low. Always be that constant middle ground, that you don't have high expectations, you don't have low expectations either. So this hot and cold thing is tough. It's tough on you mentally and emotionally. But the main thing that you have to focus on is just walking away. And then if they reach out, have fun, and just understand what exactly the behaviors that they're exhibiting, what they mean. But if you're still struggling with that, go ahead and check this video out to the left. It talks a little bit more about the psychology of your ex when you go no contact. So you'll understand a little bit more in that video about what to expect and what not to expect. Go ahead and click that link to the left, and we'll see you on the flip side.